that you could join me tonight for story time. Thursday night, where Gammie lives, we had some severe storms come through our area. And so I'm praying that all of you are safe and sound, that you made it through the storms just fine, and that you're in good shape. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I think warmer temperatures are coming our way, according to the weatherman here where Gammie lives anyway. And so without further ado, let's get right into our story. Permission for our reading tonight is from Cottage Door Press. And tonight's story is called The Tortoise and the Hare. The hare and the tortoise, well, they were neighbors. Hare was always in a hurry, go, 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 rushing from one important task to another. He was so fast, and he was busy that sometimes he couldn't barely remember where he was going. Tortoise, on the other hand, plodded steadily along. He didn't go to too many different places in a day, but he always got to where he needed to be. One day, Tortoise was walking slowly along the road when Hare sped fast and vroom. Hare looked over his shoulder and called out, "Well, hurry up, Tortoise. You'll never get there." "I will. I sure will," Tortoise said calmly. "I will, slow but steady." Hare turned back and ran around Tortoise 3 times, laughing. Then off he ran. Half an hour later, Hare came back. Tortoise was still going in the same direction, and he had not gotten very far. Hare laughed. "That wasn't very nice, was it?" "You are so slow," he said. "How do you ever get anywhere?" "Look," Tortoise said, "one step at a time, one foot after the other, slow but steady." "You're hopeless," Hare said. "It will take you all day just to get to the end of the road." At last, Tortoise was too cross to ignore Hare any longer. He just had enough of Hare. He was going to tell him something. I wonder what he's going to tell him. Let's see. "I get everywhere I want to go," he said. "And if you don't believe me, I'll challenge you to a race. You can pick the route, the day, and the time." Hare laughed until he fell over. He rolled around on the floor, tears running along his whiskers. He was laughing so hard he was crying at Tortoise. Well, that wasn't nice either, was it? "A race? A race?" he gasped. "Between you and me? That's ridiculous. You don't stand a chance." "Are you scared?" Tortoise said. "Because if not, let's do it." So I wonder if they're going to race. Boys and girls, do you think they will? Who do you think will win? Let's see. Hare could hardly stop laughing, but they arranged the race for the next day and asked Fox to judge it. They would start from an old oak tree and race all the way to the river. Tortoise set out early that evening so he would be at the start line on time in the morning. Hare went home for a long sleep and got up late. He ran to the oak tree and found Tortoise ready and waiting. So Tortoise had prepared for the race, but Hare had not. All the other animals had come out to watch. "Fox is waiting for you at the river," Bear said. "We can start whenever you're ready." Hare and Tortoise got into position. "On your marks," said Tortoise. "Get set," said Hare. "Go!" shouted all the animals. And off went the Tortoise and the Hare. So they are racing. Hare sprinted ahead, vroom, bounding along the path. Tortoise lifted one foot and put it down. Then he lifted the other foot and put it down. Slowly, slowly. By the time Tortoise reached the first bush, Hare was just a tiny spot in the distance. By the time he reached the second bush, Hare was nowhere to be seen. Uh-oh. So Hare's ahead now, way ahead. He's out of sight. But Tortoise is still putting one foot in front of the other. He's still going even though he's going slow. After a few minutes, Hare could see the river ahead. He paused and he looked around and he couldn't see Tortoise at all. "He is so slow," he laughed to himself. "He won't be here for hours. Well, I might as well have a rest." So Hare sat down under a tree not far from the finish line. The sun was warm and the lazy buzz of the bees visiting the flowers around him was soothing. Soon, Hare dozed off. He fell asleep during the race. Back along the path, well, Tortoise kept on, slow but steady, one step at a time, one foot right after the other. Oh my goodness. And Hare is asleep. He's taking a nap, but Tortoise is still hanging in there. After an hour, Hare woke up and he looked around into the distance. He could just see Tortoise coming toward him, slow but steady and still far away. "He's so slow," Hare said to himself. "He won't be here for hours. Well, I might as well go back to sleep." And that's just what he did. Tortoise kept on, slow but steady, his heavy shell wobbling along the path. Hare slept on in the hot sun. When Hare woke up, well, he couldn't see Tortoise anywhere. "Well, where has he gone to?" he said. "He won't be here for hours, I'm sure. I could just go back to sleep." But it was late in the afternoon and the sun was low in the sky. "Well, I'm just sick of this race," he said to himself. "I should finish so I could go home and nap in my own bed." And so he sprang up and ran just as fast as he could to the finish line. Tortoise was waiting for him by the river. "Where have you been?" asked Tortoise. "I've been here for hours." "You are so slow." Hare tried to explain, but neither Tortoise nor Fox would listen. "But I am faster, Hare complained. "It's just not fair." "The rules were simple," Fox said. Tortoise won. The race was to get here first, Tortoise smiled, not to run here fastest. Slow and steady wins the race, and slowly, steadily he turned around to begin his journey home. The end. Well, boys and girls, Gammie hopes that you enjoyed our story tonight, The Tortoise and the Hare. I love that story, and it's so true. You might not be the fastest, and you might not be the one who is always the one who gets there first. But if you always keep trying, never give up, always keep pushing forward, believe in yourself. You can do it. Gammie believes in you. I know you can do it. Anything you want to do, if you put your mind to it and you don't give up and you keep trying and doing your best, it doesn't matter if you come in first place or second place, as long as you keep pushing on and you don't quit. Just keep trying. Just keep giving it your all. Just on everything you do. And you know what? You'll always be a winner because you gave it your best. You did the very best that you could. And that's all anybody can do. That is all that all of us can do, is just keep trying and keep giving it all we have. And we're all winners if we do that. And so Gammie hopes that you enjoyed our story tonight. And if you did, Gammie would love it if you would give me a big thumbs up and like and subscribe to Gammie's Bedtime Stories. That would mean so much to Gammie. I would appreciate that so much. And until story time next time, God bless you all and sweet dreams. Bye-bye.